Hello everybody and welcome once again to Inside the Headset. Here we are at week 6, game 7 with head coach Philip Shadowens. Last week we played the Bradley Central Bears. We'll run through the normal routine. I got you that video and all you.
Played well. Obviously started fast. Not sure the game was really ever in doubt because we started very fast. Come out and scored quickly. Defense played great, got the ball back to us, and there with 11 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter, it's 21-0, and not sure they ever recovered from that as far as Bradley Central. Very good football team, a team that'll win probably 8 games this year in the regular season, be a pretty high seed in the playoffs in their quadrant, but we played football the way we're supposed to play. We played for 48 minutes, which has been our challenge all year long, and last week I thought we played for 48.
Well, moving along with that, any injuries or anything that came out of the game that kind of scared you or whatnot as far as on the injury front?
No, not really. This time of year you got plenty of bumps and bruises and bangs, but nobody that's really missed any time, any substantial time. Everybody will have their helmet and shoulder pads on tomorrow night ready to play.
As far as Blackman and coming away from that game, and you said you did put together 48 minutes and the team responded to everything. Could you talk about just a couple of the things you just noticed that just popped right out at you? Was it just that the defense performed really well, didn't stop all 4 quarters, or just what was it, Coach?
First of all, it was the offensive line who dominated the game, and we were able to get to the second level. Our tailbacks was able to get to the second level before they ever come close to getting touched, and so I thought it was a dominating performance by our offensive line. Defensively, we were able to play very physically. Secondary played well on top of that, put pressure on the quarterback. Kind of took away the things they like to do and played a complete effort. I just thought our defense just played for 48 minutes, and not that we were perfect on either side of the ball because we were not, but we continued to play hard and tried to do the right things for 48 minutes. We had an opportunity to make plays. We made them most of the time. And so, that's what we want to do. We just want to be consistent throughout the game. When you have an opportunity to make a play, you got to make it. And I thought Friday night I saw that.
Let's move away from Bradley Central, just shift gears. What does our next opponent, everybody knows it, Smyrna Bulldogs. We'll go over there tomorrow night. What does the Bulldogs like to do? What will they try to do, and what do they enjoy doing in their 48 minutes?
They're an athletic football team. They're 3-3, but they've played really good teams. Their schedule's been a brutal schedule, so, like ours have been. And, they've lost some close ball games. Great athletes. Not a whole lot different than last year. They may not have a Deion Meadows in the bunch or a Jeremiah Bryson or.
Reloaded.
But they reloaded athletes, and so they're a really good football team. They like to offensively they're pretty diverse. They have a really good tailback. They have 2 really good tailbacks. They got a quarterback that's athletic and makes plays and likes to throw the ball, and probably has thrown for more yards than anybody in our county, I believe, at this point. Big old offensive line, led probably by Blaze Blanke, who's a senior kid, just a big old kid.
Remember when he played youth ball?
Got a lot of weapons at receiver, and probably led by Hathaway, but they also got T-Ray Malone at tight end. They got a lot of good players. Across the board they have good players, and on both sides of the ball. So that'll be a challenge. The challenge for us is to win the physical matchup. It's no different than any other week. It's the team that's the most physical. It's the team that wins. We're going to do what we always do. We're going to, hand the ball to number 4. We're going to throw the ball to the plethora of receivers that we have. Defense, we're going to do what we do and try to play physical and get after them. And if we're the most physical team, then we'll win the ballgame.
Most people last year talked about, you did coach down there, all that. I feel like that's all gone. This is really a battle between the high school kids. Maybe that it was, and maybe us as adults, or whatever, being fans or whatnot, maybe we're the ones that put you and Coach Matt Williams in that position. But I really don't see that on this one. I think that's all in the dust. And
I've
can
never
you expand
seen it.
on that?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
I know you did, but
I've never seen it because I hadn't played since 1985. So I've never seen it as it's anything to do with me.
Right.
It's never, and Matt doesn't play, and so it's never been anything about all that. It's been about Blackman High School, our kids, against Smyrna High School, their kids, and that's what it's always about. It doesn't change. It's always about the youngins, and we try to make it. That's part of media people. They try to make it about something that it's not. The history of when I was at Smyrna and all the years, it's been documented and over-reported and all those kind of things. That's a non-issue, a non-story. our kids at Blackburn High School, our 120 varsity players, will be getting on the bus tomorrow night to go to Smyrna and play against their 85 or 90 kids, varsity kids that they have, and it'll be 11 on 11 on the field, and best team will win. And we certainly believe that's us. We have a lot of confidence in the fact that that's us. It's going to be a challenge, but I think our kids like the challenges, so we're looking forward to it. We expect to win, period, bottom line, no questions asked. That's our expectation. That's what our kids expect, and that's what will happen.
And these kids, they'll remember this for the rest of their lives after tomorrow night, because it's just one of those games that the crowd's going to pour in, it's going to be loud, and it's going to be the atmosphere that, it's going to be an atmosphere you can't paint the picture, you can't get everybody there. Again, this is
It'll be fun. It'll be fun, but
yeah,
I'll be honest with you, it's not any different really than our other region games. I mean, the Oakland game was a huge crowd here, and the Siegel game was a huge crowd over there, and the Riverdale game after fall break will be a gigantic crowd here. So that's the same thing we get every week, and that we play in our district. So, this game won't be. I don't really feel like this game will be more memorable than any other. It's a regular season game. I think when you start remembering for your lifetime is when you start getting in the playoffs and all those kind of things a lot more. But I do think this will be an exciting game, just like it is anytime you play anybody in our district. So from that standpoint, it'll be fun. It's a great high school atmosphere. All those things we say about every time we play a district opponent. I mean, it's not any different. There'll be a huge crowd there, just like there was for Oakland, just like there was for Siegel, and just like there will be for Riverdale. So that makes it fun for the kids. And that's the thing I like about playing so much in this district is that you do get to make a lot of memories for your kids. They do remember their high school careers, and they can remember back with 8 or 10,000 people in the stands. And most people that play high school football and that never play after that don't get to experience that. But if you play in our league, you get to. And so that'll be fun for our kids. And it'll be one of those deals that our kids have great expectations, just like Smyrna kids do.
Absolutely.
They expect to win. We expect to win. That's what makes our district so great. Is that there's not any awe or intimidation of any other team in our district. We all expect to win. We're all kind of arrogant.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a bad way.
No.
I mean, maybe confident is the better word. They're very confident. We're very confident. Riverdale's very confident. Siegel's confident. Oakland's confident. Laverne's getting there. They'll be in the building process right now. But the other 5 teams all play with a lot of confidence and expect to win. So that's what makes it fun. It's a bunch of high school kids, and we get to stand around and watch tomorrow night. That'll be fun.
And call the shots and see if they can execute them. You have anything else you'd like to add?
No, it's just another one of those great opportunities to make more memories for high school. That's what we do every week, and it's about being 1-0 each week, and that's cliche-ish, and I say that about every week, but that's all we focus on is winning one more game. I was asked, if winning this 6th one before fall break and guaranteeing you a playoff spot, and we don't think that complicated. That's a whole lot to think about.
Did you win or did you lose?
It's all about, at 10 o'clock Friday night, are you happy or are you sad? It kind of becomes that simple. That's what our kids think about. I'm not a guy that in the middle of the year starts thinking about the big picture at the end of the year, and I don't think about all that stuff right now. I think about, let's be 1-0 this week. Let's win a get the football game. Let's play for 48 minutes. And if we do all those things, the scoreboard always takes care of itself. So tomorrow night will be no different. The team who plays the best, executes the best, and is the most physical will be the team that wins. And that's always the case in our district. And I think it's really probably always the case in football, period. But for sure in our district, that's how you win football games. And so with all those things said, it'll be fun. I know Matt's excited about the crowd. I think Smyrna only has 4 home games this year, so obviously they're excited. They're excited about that, and it should be a great atmosphere for high school football.
If you like it.
If you like football, and you like high school football in particular, and you want to see just the passion of the game come out from both sides, tomorrow night about 7:30, you'll see a lot of passion from both teams.
And just get there early. I think it'll be a tough place to
Gate
park.
opens at 6. I did find out today what time their gate opens. Ours opens up here a little bit quicker normally, but they're going to open the gates up at 6, and by 6:30, it'll be pretty close to capacity in the stands. There's plenty of rooms to stand around, but it won't take long before it fills up because everybody knows it's probably the best game in town.
There we go. We will be in fall break next week, so we'll be off, and then I will see you on the Thursday before the Riverdale game. No, I'll see you on the Wednesday before the Riverdale because we got a Thursday TV game.
Right.
So I will see you then, but I will see you tomorrow night, of course. Any plans for spring, for fall break? Just going to lay
No.
back and catch your breath?
We'll work on football stuff. I'm giving the kids off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll come back to work on Thursday. But but we won't take up that much time off, obviously, as coaches, and we'll relax. We'll have some fun with our families, and we will as coaches as well. But we'll stay around here and do the things we got to do to take care of the football facility and fields and all those kind of things. And we'll see the kids again, a week from today. After tomorrow night, and the following Thursday is the first time we'll see them back, and we'll be getting ready for Riverdale at that point. So. That's our fall break plans. We'll do some things with the family. I hope everybody has a good one of those, and it's good to get some kids off this time of year. Get them to. Because tomorrow night will be brutal.
Yeah. There's going to be some bruises.
Tomorrow night
What's that blue thing on?
Yeah, a couple people will be bruised up tomorrow night. Tomorrow night will be a brutal night, and that's what makes it so much fun in high school football. And it's one of those games you kind of wish you could play in. And I told our kids that the other day, and I said, anytime we play Oakland, Riverdale, Seagull, Smart, I said, I wish I could go back and be in good enough shape to play in those because that's what football's about. Physical, hard-hitting, intense football. That's fun. If you like football, that's fun. If you don't like football, then that's not
Why are you
very much
even
fun.
playing? Yeah.
It's not very much fun to you if you don't like football, but in those games in our district, those games are what football's made of. I mean, that's what it's about. That's why it's such a great game. It's for games like tomorrow night. So I'm excited, as you can tell, and I'm ready to go. And I know our kids are extremely excited, and we'll probably strap them up about 7:30 tomorrow night and see what happens.
I think it's good enough to say. Why don't y'all join with us? I believe Philip will drive the bus down tomorrow to the Dog Pound. That's about 12 miles down the road, and we'll go at it. Bulldogs and Blaze tomorrow night, 7:30 at the Pound. We'll see you there.